Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 with our very own avatar of atrocity, Jolly Glitterspark. And we're continuing our adventures through the gauntlet of Shar. We got beaten up quite badly in the self-same trial, but now we're past that. And we're down to the Jumpy Jump trial, which probably has a different name. The Faith Leap trial, that's the bunny. So it can be done before we actually trigger the offering. And it can be done with a bunch of jumping, largely. Especially if you've got a super high strength character like Astarion. Now, can he jump all the way across there with his 21 strength? Probably not, is my guess. But he can, in fact. I'm talking guff. Well done, Astarion. You stay there. You know what to do.
Another trial to judge the mettle of Lady Shar's initiates.
Astarion just off in the distance there,
said to be sure of foot in
doing his thing. Well done, lad.
Have faith that she will guide me.
The final test awaits.
And there we go, the final test awaits.
Have faith that she will guide
Shadowheart's still banging on about the test itself, despite the fact we've already finished it. 2 new journal updates available. And some rats guarding a path. They're guarding access to a lever, which we'd quite like. We don't necessarily need to be going up and down here. What if Shadowheart leads the way? Okay, they do still attack her. They're not happy. I wonder if they're going to attack her on the way out as well. Either way, that's the elevator fixed. Did we need to do that? Probably not, no, because we're going to finish off our duties down here in the library, and then we're going to go up the lift again. Or actually, we'll probably just teleport to a waypoint at that point. So I suspect that was entirely unnecessary. Into the library we go, though. And we're silenced. This is not a huge issue for most of the crew. I guess we can't sneak attack that bugger. Did we put sneak attack on a reaction for Jolly? We did. So this should tell us whether or not we can. And it seems to suggest that no. Very well. I guess we can't use vicious mockery on the librarian. I mean, no, we're silenced. So we can't chat shit at anyone. Very well. Shadowheart can bring her bow to bear. And do good damage. And there we go. Silenced no more. So let's quickly go back and cancel our end turn.
Thou art a hairy-hearted whoreson.
Yeah, gotta get in that extra 5 damage. You never know when it will come in handy. No, we'll just sort of stay there with Shadowheart, I think. Minty can now do something, now that she is no longer silenced. Doesn't need to be much. Although, yeah, we'll throw in a crit. May as well one-shot the bugger if we can. And then Astarion. You can probably bounce all over the place. You're a big, strong, bouncy lad. If you bounce to there... Phew, look at that, he's practically flying. That's actually further than I expected you to go. Or at least I thought you'd have to run halfway down the stairs before you could go there. But the main thing is, you've done a lot of damage to this bugger. Now it's there to me. Good job. Some of the archers, though, are not being threatened. But that one still missed. What an idiot. Beckoning darkness, you say? That's a bit of damage, isn't it? And extra damage if you start your turn obscured. I think that's fine. You're dashing. Interesting behaviour. Was expecting something a bit more productive. Now, there we go. He's taking some damage from his thing. Sadly, it happens when all of our turns are available. Otherwise, we could have run in with Jolly and possibly prevented it. Sneak attack this bugger. And then we'll Booming Blade this bugger. And that'll do nicely. And then I guess we could shoot that one. You want to shoot this one though? It's kind of just being annoying by standing there and I don't like it. Yeah. Pesky. But down it goes. I figure between the two, they'd get the job done. And then Astarion. Biff.
Come on.
Smack. Kapow. And thud. Wonderful. What are you going to do with your life? 10 damage. It's unfortunate. But this fight is over. Don't think any of these lads have much of interest. No, these switches.
Looks like a trap there.
There we go. So Astarion is probably our trap disarmer, one would think. Pretty sure he's got advantage on things. Yeah.
It's uncooperative.
Oh dear. Well, what about this button? Is it trapped?
And it's as easy as that.
It's not. And there we go. So that's that open. We're going to need a book. Although the books are also trapped, so we need a Astarion for that as well.
Traps. How considerate.
What do we have here? Soft Step. And over here we have Teachings of Loss. The Night Singer. That'll do nicely.
Be careful. There are traps about.
What can silence the night song?
This book. Hit the Night Song repeatedly with this book and it'll shut up. Is that right? Either way. You grab yourself the Spear of Night, Shadowheart.
This has to be the Spear of Night. The weapon Lady Shah bid me to wield.
Excellent. And then the Dark Justicia helmet, is that of any use to you? While obscured, the number you need to roll a crit is reduced by 1. And that can stack. So it can stack with the Knife of the Undermountain King. So keeping you in the shadows and firing up buggers could be smart. All round. But then that is heavy armour. Who else could wear that? Nobody is the answer. So we'd lose your crit protection, but if you're skulking around the shadows, that might not be required anyway. And now I guess it is time to pop back to the waypoint. Hello, His Majesty.
Begone!
Oh, you little cutie. Now, well, there's that lift we could have come back up. There's our orb-based elevator. Let's traverse.
The disc is moving. This must lead to the next part of Shah's gauntlet.
next part does indeed await. We've probably got some orbs about our person. Let's see. Do we have any? We've got one. Astarion's definitely got one. He's got two. What a fine pair of orbs you've got there, Astarion. And we go deeper in.
This must be where initiates undertook their final preparations. The end is near.
Do not falter now.
Do you want to take the lead, Shadowheart?
Test awaits. Descend to the night soul. Make a sacrifice. Rise again. A dark Justicia.
Almost there. I will not fail you, my lady.
Excellent. Friend Shadowheart is not failing today.
This must be the last step. I need to pray. Only by Lady Shah's grace did we even make it this far.
Shadowheart?
Nothing. Shadowheart continues her prayer in silence.
All right. No need to dash in ahead of me. I'm ready.
Excellent. What's going on?
Nothing. Just a show of respect. Trust me, you wouldn't want to displease her. Not here. Let's continue.
Sounds good to me.
Your party is gathered. You are ready. Or so you hope.
Let us venture forth.
As you step into the silent water, a foreign dread travels through you. It curls its way up your leg, squeezing tight.
I'm sure it's fine. It looks fine. Looks fun.
Lady Shah. I can feel her all around. This is her domain. This is the Shadowfell.
You did well. Better than I would have credited you with. Now, hurry along and bear witness to my masterpiece.
This is the Dark Lady's domain. He does not belong here.
I cleared the way to this place, not you. Why shouldn't I just kill you instead of letting you interfere?
Raise one finger to me, and I'd sunder you like lightning would a rotten oak. Now, enough dullard questions. Follow me.
We're not going to stand for this, are we? I didn't feel like standing for this.
Unburdened. As if the softest push could send me drifting away.
Guess we'll follow him then. Woo. Yeah. Not far to go now. Bunch of Justiciars just hanging about. Oh, they've disappeared. What are they? They're undead. I guess Justiciars generally aren't undead. They're just like humanoid or whatever, like half-elves. Or whatever they happen to be before they become Justiciars. Whee! Now, who's this chatting with Balthazar? They're definitely not chums.
Balthazar, come to add more bars to my cage? Or perhaps to lead this would-be Justicia's blade directly to my heart?
It's not me.
I invite you. Heap more sins upon your head. My retribution will be all the sweeter for them.
All this time, and you still failed to appreciate the gifts I bestowed on you, Aelin. Sad to see a thing of beauty not recognize its own worth. But General Thorm, he appreciates you, and he wants you close at hand. So, I am here to whisk you back to him.
Ketheric. I welcome the sight of him after these 100 years. He whose immortality I supply with my very soul.
General Thorm. I'm sure you'll be on your best behavior for him, but just in case, I've taken some precautions. Keep back. It will take quite some concentration to secure Aelin for her little journey.
The Night Song is Shah's sacrifice. She's my destiny. He cannot have her.
I agree.
I stand with you, Shadowheart. Slay the Night Song and take your place as a Dark Justicia.
My companion has her own plans for this one. Stand down.
Plans? The throne plans to court the Queen Bee, yet it dies all the same. Aelin is mine. An Aasimar bound to a soul cage of my creation, lending her immortal strength to General Thorm. Her power, his will, and my genius. An unsurpassable feat.
Ramblings most unsane. Poor Balthazar, for maggots ate his brain long ago.
Hold your tongue, Aelin, or I'll take it away from you again. And you, no more questions. No more interference.
I'm gonna interfere, I feel. I could say, leave or you're a dead man, but he'd just say, oh, but I already am. So let's just stab the bastard.
Fly at me, you fool. You cannot stop what is to come.
We'll give it a try.
Make short work of this.
Hastened. He's going to cast Cloud Kill, probably. He's a prick like that. Oh, Ray of Sickness. Alright then. We'll give it a double Psionic Backlash. We won't bother counterspelling. Jeez, 39 damage. Should have probably counterspelled it. Let's counterspell this one. Although, I'm sure I clicked to counterspell this one, so why did it not counterspell? Why is Minty in a heap? I'm not happy with this situation. We need my girl on her feet. But we also need to spread out a bit. I wonder if I can still jump super high in this place. Possibly. Oh, piss. 85% then. How did we not kill a 16 HP character in 2 shots? Piss. There we go. Made a meal of that, Shaz. Now, let us throw a big old healing potion at our baby girl. That appears to have missed somehow. Let's throw a second one. We can't. Well, that's a bunch of bollocks. Let's give you a bit of the wrong attack. I meant to disarm you and I failed. Oh well. So, do we want to give that guy a shove? Yeah, we do. Do you want to help Minty up? I think we do. Don't think we can really bite anyone, but we've got Drunken Technique. And then we could move over here. That'll do nicely. Now, all you've got is a bonus action. But we do have Quicken Spell. So we could quicken, say, a Sleet Storm. And drop it there. Make a bunch of people fall on their ass. That would be funny, and therefore we're doing it. But we've still only got 1 HP, so... Also there's archers up there. So yeah, I don't know how long this Sleet Storm's going to last before we fall over again. But we can throw that missile back. There we go, Sleet Storm. We saved concentration apparently, but I don't think that matters much. Because we are knocked down again. Whole lot of nothing happening now. What's going on? A bunch of archers are falling on their butts, that's funny. Oh, and they've got wizards at the back as well. I wonder if we just push Balthazar off a cliff. Let's see. No. Let's give him a good fisting. Maybe bite him? Oh no, can't target undead with bite. But yeah, that's good damage. That's a lot of health. Now. Arcane Shot, 70%. And he didn't save against it. Amazing. Bloody hope so. Prick. And then I guess Jolly can't do much against him, so let's see. We'll stab that guy. And we'll Screaming Blade that one. And then we'll flicker the wrist that one as well. Nice. Now what are you going to do? Not a lot. Minty can just stay down then. We'll just do this fight with 3 people, it seems. Certainly made that first turn go faster, the way she made everyone fall over. But now we're going to have to wait 10 minutes for all these undead to do their thing. At least we can deflect a missile back at this one. Or at his neighbour at least. That might save some time. That one took some booming blade. That lot can just run about if they like. Not quite sure why the camera won't let me tilt downwards, but I guess we're getting a bird's eye view of the rest of this round.
You shall live to regret this.
And there we go. There's the cloud kill I was expecting. And a ray of sickness. And now the camera's come back. Sweet. So, do we just brave the cloud kill? Does it blind, or does it just annoy people? Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should run away for a start. Oh, we got bonked. Now. Yeah, we can shoot into it. Good. Concentration broken. That's even better still.
I got Get thee gone, Custodus discharge.
Custodus discharge. Amazing. Now, as for Astarion, let's us do a bit of a bounce if we can. Yeah, whatever. Oh. Hello, Balthazar. And goodbye. Sweet. That hasn't ended the fight, though. Okay, so we are going to have to kill everything else. Which means Minty on her feet would be nice. I thought the fight would be over at this point, but even though it's not, the hard part of the fight is over. That was worth a try, I think. It's better than eating 700 opportunity attacks.
No choice but to keep going.
And then Minty, do you have any potions about your person? No. There we go. Another 14 HP. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. No, we've just got to whittle these buggers down, which will take longer than I'd like, but not very long in the scheme of things. Oh, they put Jolly to sleep. That's unfortunate. And they've blinded Minty. Clever. But Astarion's still going strong. So you can knock that one off for sure. How far can... What? I'm moving around you in a circle. Why? Why did I take an opportunity attack there? Oh well, we've taken it now, so... see if we can't free up Shadowheart. And we can. Excellent. So back to bow, I think. Where do we begin? Let's work our way over here. Deal with these librarians if we can. Wonderful.
Your command.
That's a few less conditions being thrown our way. Now, Ray of Frost.
Time to
90%. We have to get up close and personal to do it, and then we fell over on our own ice. Which is funny, at the very least. And that archer's taken themselves out of the fight, which is great. We're no longer kipping. So, this big boy. Just a flurry of blows. And then can't really reach anyone else, so that'll do. Shadowheart should be able to finish this one off. Wonderful. Jolly could potentially get up there. Maybe she can't. So who are we after? We're after that bugger.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Can we ping it from here? No. Okay. And then Minty, let's blast that one out of the sky. That bugger's left. That seems to be the only bugger left. I don't know why it's saying there's two. Suddenly now it seems as though... oh no, we can still jump pretty far in this place, so that's good. was wondering if we'd lost the ability to jump because we were in a fight. But I guess not. Well done, everyone. Let's have a double short rest. Just for the funsies. Where do we leave Balthazar? He's one of these piles, I think. Oh no, he's that pile there. So you may as well take his thing that we're not going to need. Now Shadowheart.
No harm in a little conversation.
Balthazar has drawn his final rancid breath. Pity it was not my hand that brought it about. Instead, it was you. You, who have come to seek the praise of your wicked goddess. You, who have come to drive a dagger through my heart.
Not a dagger, a spear. My Lady Shah's spear. Her fate is mine to seal. Let me handle this.
Okay.
The fate you seal is your own. To be a Dark Justicia is to turn your heart from everything but loss. You will know no love, no joy, only servitude, until of course your mistress inevitably discards you. And there is much she does not tell you. A terrible blood price that may extend beyond my own death.
You feel Shadowheart bristling. This is important to her. But your bond is strong. You may yet be able to sway her from the path of duty to the path of light.
Why would I want to do that?
Not blind to your conflict. Behind that raging heart is the restless beat of one who knows too well that her fate hangs in the balance.
Do as you must, Shadowheart.
Well, well, well. What's that I sense? A spear intended for my heart? Empowered by your goddess, aye. Empowered to kill the child of a god. Do you know what I am, little assassin? For I know you. A lost child. Frightened by wolves in the dark.
What did you say?
Much has been promised to you, hasn't it? But what has been taken from you? What do you know of your own heart? Your own life? I sense more in you than you know.
Whatever you think you know of me won't matter once I become who I'm meant to be.
Kill her. Let's finish this ritual.
There it is. True death, at last. You are Shah's child, after all. And I am.
It is done. You have proven yourself. You have answered my highest calling. My chosen. My warrior. My Dark Justicia. No more hiding. Let me show you. Let all see how you have served me, Shadowheart, and how you have been rewarded. Your pain is now your power. Wield it true. My church must be cleansed. You shall be my instrument in ridding it of the impure. Then you shall take up the mantle as its new leader. First, hunt down the traitor, Ketheric Thorm. He shunned my embrace. He let my armies be slaughtered. He used my domain to safeguard his wretched life. But now, without the Night Song, he is vulnerable. End him. In my name, Shadowheart. Let him see you in your splendor before you shut his eyes forever. Once he is vanquished, Baldur's Gate awaits. Your holy work will continue there, where you first learned of my embrace. Take up my spear again, and go forth. Let the cleansing begin.
Yeah. That sounds like an outstanding plan. And now we see. Dark Justicia half-plate. When obscured, we have advantage on stealth. When we have Shield of Faith active, reduce all incoming damage and deal necrotic damage. And we've got advantage on Constitution saving throw checks. Is any of that terribly useful for an Arcane Archer / Rogue? I think probably not. Also, it significantly reduces our armor class. Although... Where's our armor class so low? Is that just because we're carrying more weight than we should be? Maybe. Let's put on our club again. We've also got the spear, but we'll look at that momentarily. Yeah. Ah, it's because the gloves have come off as well. Dark Justicia gauntlets. Bam. There we go. We're back up to 20. Whereas if we had the Dark Justicia half plate, we'd still be at 20. So maybe we should wear it just because it's cool. Maybe we should wear the helmet just because it's cool as well. Although we've got it turned off. So that's not really relevant, so maybe we'll stick with the other one. But the gloves. Your weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 necrotic damage. Is that more useful? Probably not. Gloves of the Duelist are probably more useful. No one else is doing weapon attacks. So there we go. We'll pop on our blade as well. Everyone's carrying capacity is very full, but here we go. Shah's Spear of Evening. It's a versatile weapon. It's +3 enchantment. Piercing damage. Gain advantage on saving throws when obscured. And it deals additional damage to creatures that are obscured. And the wearer can't be blinded. It's pretty strong. But sadly none of our party really need it, because we need a finesse weapon. Shadowheart's using a bow, Astarian's using fisticuffs, and Mint is using ice magic. So, yeah, the one playthrough where I get Shah's Spear of Evening, we don't even need it. Oh well. Let's chat with Shadowheart, see how she feels about everything.
I've actually done it. The Dark Justicia chosen by Lady Shah. It almost doesn't feel real.
Even your Mother Superior couldn't prevent you from realising your dream.
Well, it appears my days of seeking her approval are at an end. Lady Shah's church in Baldur's Gate has yet to be cleansed. A rot has set in amongst the leadership, one that I must cut out. Even once all that is done, more will be asked of me, no doubt. The holy work will not be done until the Night Singer's eternal darkness is restored. There is one other matter. As the chosen of Lady Shah, it is time to carry myself like one.
What does that mean exactly?
I still carry certain vestiges of a novice. That will no longer do. If I am to lead in Lady Shah's name, I must look the part. Leave it to me. You'll see exactly what I mean soon enough.
Now let's go see what the world looks like out there. Well then let's have a look at Nightsong. She's carrying nothing. She is nothing. She's just a corpse in the Shadowfell. And now what? I guess the goal now is stroll into Moonrise and beat up anyone who's still alive. Ooh, it's all gone red on the mini-map. It's looking threatening. I sure hope none of these corpses tries to beat me up. Hello? Is anybody home? No? No, you're all dead? Well, that's interesting. Well, I was expecting some sort of epic battle, but I guess not, because you've all expired. What fun. We'll just go upstairs then, shall we? Go see Ketheric ourselves? Yeah, no one wants to stop us. Hello.
You. What have you done? What have you done to me?
We could say you did this to yourself, but you didn't really. We did it. You're mortal again, Thorm. We've come to finish you.
Impossible. You are a thrall. A slave. You serve the Absolute. You serve me. Bow, you dog. Bow!
No. Don't think I will.
The prism. You've had it all this time. You worm. You will bow before me. And if you will not bow, you will break.
Whatevs, mate. Hey, it's Karnis. What's he up to? Casting Sanctuary. Can we counterspell Sanctuary? Looks like we can. Well, that's wonderful. So with that counterspelled, it's probably a good time to just stab him up quite a lot. Or at least try to. Yeah, we did quite a lot of stabbing there. He's dropped his Cruel Sting. Then Astarion should be able to deliver the Fisticuffs. Can we bite this bugger? Yeah, we can. It didn't make us happy though. Oh well. Shadowheart. I mean, do we even need to finish off this guy? Or do we just go for Thorm? Or do we go for her? Because she's possibly a pain in the butt. I feel like if the camera behaves, I want to deal with Karnis first, just because he's an unknown quantity in the fight. He's not normally alive at this point. He's got high defense. Look at this. Look how high his defense is. There we go, that's a bit better. We haven't even got Sharpshooter on. And we're missing all these attacks. That's real unfortunate. So, 47. Should we put him on his butt? He's immune to prone. I guess that's because he's got lots of legs. So maybe we'll stand just around there, just in case. Let's see what happens. You're incubating. And you're bone shelling. We can probably live with bone shell. Ouch. I keep saying that and then the cantrips deal buttloads of damage. You're going to tell everyone to attack someone, probably. Or, no, you're dashing. Okay. There we go. Deadly orders on Jolly.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
Yes, that's a bonus action. And then reach from beyond. Let's, oh, go on then. Let's treat ourselves to a counter spell. Just to stop all these reactions popping up mainly. I'd quite like this turn to be finished sometime today. Who's that talking about little bones? A good crunch. No. Has he gone into Sanctuary this time? He has. What a bugger. I guess that's because we used up all of our things. So if he's in Sanctuary, what should we do? stab up some necromites. Wouldn't mind stabbing up that person. Sustera. Pretty sus. Pretty sus. Now, pretty weak. So, can we be opportunity attacked? Don't think so. I think Sanctuary prevents that. And then, can we reach a Necromite? Yeah, but we haven't got any more bonus actions because we jumped. Okay. Should have realised that. Does make sense. Now, do we start doing damage to Thorn? 20%. Okay, we might have to take Sharpshooter off if we're going to go after Thorn with Shadowheart. But she can take down some Necromites. Mostly. And then Minty, you can probably deal good damage to Thorn. He saved against the ice, so let's hide. You gonna fall over? No, he's gonna jump. And frighten everyone.
Focus your attack, soldiers.
So is that a frighten that just stops us from moving? It might be. Yeah, it's looking like we can't move. Also, I've just used up my bonus action there, haven't I? Yeah, well, at least we killed Canis. That's the main thing. Cruel Sting. It's not finesse. We'll just take it as a memento until we sell it. Now, it's a bit of a pain that Astarion can't move, because most of his best attacks are up close and personal. Shadowheart, on the other hand, is just fine at hitting things from range. Where did that Sus go? Did we kill Sus? I guess we did. And then Minty. There's 4 Necromites left. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I feel like we will go for an Ice Storm and try and take down these 3 if we can. Why is it saying only 2 of them are going to get targeted by that? So that one wasn't damaged but was still proned? How does that work? Now Minty's getting smited for a critical miss. Oof, that wasn't a critical miss. Yeah, well, we're whittling down the enemy numbers. That's important. So, don't know why the camera has to swing so wildly around the place. It's these pillars, isn't it? They're just causing trouble. I really hope Baldur's Gate 4 or whatever the next great RPG has better cameras. Good stab. Oh, we got proned. Why did we get proned? I thought you could only react like that if you missed. I guess I'm wrong. Because he did just react like that. But better, I suppose, for him to do that to Jolly and allow Astarion to get in some good fisticuffs. There goes Jolly. Bloody smite. It's the worst. I hate paladins. So, critical miss. That's a great start. Miss. Miss. There we go. And then we got knocked on our ass, because of course we did. Do we have any potions we can throw? We don't have any potions. Minty's got all the potions and she's on her ass. Okay, Astarion's got some potions. That's good. On your feet, Mints. And then for our second trick, where's that last necromite? There he is. Good. It's just us and Thorm. And Thorm is getting weaker.
I will not fail.
I guess we can use one of our points here. Missed. And of course it didn't create an ice surface because of that. What's he going to do? He's just going to go and bash Minty again. But shield saves the day. Now, I need you on your feet, Astarion. Also, I think I need to turn off Sharpshooter for now. Still only a 45% chance of hit. But it's enough.
My lord beckons me.
Your lord's a prick. Rex.
You have no idea what you're meddling with. You're a pawn, a slave to forces you cannot comprehend.
Tentacles. I can't understand them.
I am the chosen, and you are nothing. Follow. See.
Oh, you're actually talking to Shah's Chosen there. So we've got multiple Chosens on the team. Perhaps.
It seems we can't kill Ketheric Thorm without following him into the bowels of this place.
Yeah, that's very true. Now, what should we do? We'll grab the key off that bugger. Seems like that's all she's got. But there's a chest.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
And it's just a ring that we probably don't need. But that's fine. The main thing is we've got a flesh tunnel to climb down.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
I'm sure it's fine.
This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
All of this, sitting beneath Moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
How deep does it go? Yeah, you have a good stretch, Minty. Complete the Grand Duke. Ah yeah, it's just telling us that you might be nearby. Do we care? I'm going to say no. But we are at the end of the episode, so I will also say to our friends, see you next week where we beat up Ketheric Thorm again. Thanks for watching.